Hey everybody. Most esteemed Commissioner, Kendriya Vidyalaya Sangathan, Mrs. Nidhi Pandey Madam, respected Deputy Commissioner, Kendriya Vidyalaya Mumbai Region, Mr. N.R. Murli, respected Principal, Shri Briye Londe Sir, Kendriya Vidyalaya ISP, respected parents, learned and worthy teachers, dear students and all stakeholders of Kendriya Vidyalaya. It gives me immense pleasure to connect you to this virtual platform and throw light on the topic re-strengthening of the mind post-pandemic and mental fitness activities for students, staff and parents. As you are all aware that we cannot return to the world as it was previously. So the world has changed after the post-pandemic and you all are aware of the COVID-19 situation. And in this changing scenario, we all have seen that public health and public education is closely interconnected to each other. And the necessity to collaborate and take collective action for the common good is very essential. The center of any educational process is human relationship between a student, a teacher, and the relationship or bonding through the virtual platform is really very difficult. To build this rapport, initially there was one-to-one talk between the student and the teacher. But after the pandemic, the thinking has changed, the thought process has changed. The student, parents, teachers are facing this changing situation, the pandemic situation, and we think collectively we all have to think about it and build such remedies or build the mental fitness, our mental fitness, which is very essential and very important. We need not panic in this situation. We need to keep our calm and cool. For this, I would like to narrate, this situation reminds me of the story of Lord Gautam Buddha. Once upon a time, Gautam Buddha was traveling with few of his followers from one town to another town. While traveling, they found a lake and Gautam Buddha told one of his followers that he is very thirsty. Please get some water to drink. Buddha sat under a tree and asked the disciple to go and get some water. As soon as the follower went near the lake, the water became very muddy. The bullock cart just at that moment passed through the lake and as a result, this muddy water was not fit for drinking. Then this disciple thought for himself, how can I bring this muddy water to Buddha? He waited for a while and he went without the water. He told Buddha that the water is very muddy and it's not fit for drinking. Buddha just smiled at the follower and said, let's wait and take a rest for a while. After some hours, Buddha asked the same disciple to go back to the lake and get some water. This time, the follower found the water was very clean. The mud had settled down and he took some water and went to Buddha. Buddha looked at the water and looked at the follower and then he said that see, this is the same thing with our mind. If some thoughts are coming to our mind, let these thoughts go. Wait for some time. Wait for the mind to cool down. When the mind cools down, only then you think of taking a decision in the situation. So whatever be the situation, the problems are going to come and arise. Without problems, probably there wouldn't be any life. So when the problems arise, it is for us to keep a cool mind and then take a decision. Now, is it possible to keep a cool mind always? Yes, with practice, this is very much possible. It is not a Herculean task as it looks like. We spontaneously react to some situations which we should not do. So for this, we need to strengthen our mind. The mental strength and mental strength also is very, very essential and important for us to remain fit, healthy, and emotionally also we need to be very, very particular about how we take care of our emotions, especially the negative emotions that arise in the same mind. So it's all a story about the mind and how our mind reacts to the situation and how we can build our mind and train our mind to give a positive response to any situation. The world that we are living in can be divided into two parts, our inner world and our outside world. Whatever happens to the outside world is not in our hands, but what happens to the world within, our inner world, our peace of mind should not be disturbed by anything, whatever be the situation. Now, this situation can be a very grave situation where there in the time of pandemic, we all have noticed we have lost the lives of our near and dear ones, and that loss is irreparable. We cannot repair that loss. So for such a situation, how do we deal with the situation? The children which will come back to school after the pandemic may be addicted with mobile, or they may be having many other problems and issues. For this, mental fitness is very essential. We have to be very alert, and time is a healer. We have to teach our children to understand the situation and accordingly react and go ahead. When we cannot control the situation, we control our mind. The situation that is outside is uncontrollable, but the mind that we have can be made very peaceful, happy, and we can live a joyful life by leading a real good life. And for this, our mind has to be trained accordingly. For this, the best thing is to meditate. If we can meditate, and when we start to meditate, dear children, when you start to meditate, even if you meditate for 5 minutes, you will see how spontaneously thoughts keep on coming. And after every positive thought, you feel happy. And after a negative thought, you feel sad. Either you are working in the past or you think about the future, but you don't live in the present. If we start living in the present and we enjoy this moment, I think our mental health will automatically increase. There is like physical fitness, we have physical immunity, the body immunity. We can talk about the mental immunity. For this mental immunity, our thoughts need to be cultivated. We need to have positive thoughts. One negative thought, one anger, one pulse of anger, one pulse of distrust, and one pulse of wrong or bad emotion or feeling for anyone destroys not only the person, but it destroys you yourself. So when the Kendriya Vidyalaya Sangathan has talked about the no anger zone, and this is one step for building our mental strength or making us mentally more and more active and fit. So dear children, please do meditate and make your surroundings happy and clean. You can meditate and just remove away the negative thoughts. Even if the negative thoughts are come, you see the negative thought and in a fraction of a second they will go. It is like the water ripples that are there. The water ripples will settle down very easily, and after the ripple has gone, the same way after the thought process is over, another thought process is going to come. So when positive thoughts are going to come, you just observe these positive thoughts without reacting to them and work with harmony and peace with nature. If you are in harmony and peace with nature, you are in harmony and peace with yourself. Help others without expecting anything from the others. If you help others, if you give joy to others, definitely you yourself will find the inner peace. Your inner peace is most important these days. After the post-pandemic era and during this era, we have to live with the virus, and we all are getting used to it. Probably we can greet each other very warmly, but looking into whatever the recommendations given by the WHO, I think instead of a handshake, if we greet each other with a simple namaste, it also sends warm message to the front person. So help others, help your parents, help your teachers, and dear children, in return you will get loads and loads of love and affection from them. And see, this process that is there of giving love, affection, and bringing love and affection to one and all and to the community is interlinked with each other. If one member of our family is not happy, then this unhappiness will spread to everyone. Console him, share things with him, build friendship, be happy, try to share your emotions with your friends and near and dear ones. Once you share emotions and build friends, if you have really very good 5 friends, I think that makes you live a very happy life. The friends where you can share every emotion, every negative emotion or negative thought that comes to you. Probably that leads to very positive thoughts. Negative thinking is not that wrong, but yes, to react negatively is really very wrong. Once a negative thought comes, cancel it in your mind and think about what positive ways in which you can bring or you can come out of the situation in which you are living. So I think with all these activities and with the meditation, you can really build your mental health, and your mental health will give you inner peace and help the community and our country, India, to look forward for this 21st century, where we look upon humanity as a humanity for the whole world. Love, peace and affection for not only humans but for all animals, birds, planet and everyone living in this earth. One more way to strengthen your mental health is as you all know, in a strong body, in a healthy body lies a fit mind. So early morning, early to wake and early to rise makes a man healthy, wealthy and wise. So suppose if you get up early in the morning, I think we all can get up early in the morning and look at the morning sunshine. Just wait for the morning sunshine and the beautiful sunlight to come. As soon as the sunlight comes, if you take the orange sunlight, the sunlight early morning dawn sunlight every 2 minutes, every day 2 minutes, and that will increase your vitamin D. Also, researchers have given or have said that this early morning sunrise, whatever activity you do, that remains or pertains in your brain or remains in your brain for a longer time. So it's advisable for us to study in the early morning. Take these morning rays. Your vitamin D will enhance and your immunity will enhance. Physical exercises are also a must and essential. Unnecessary eating will destroy your health. So eat a balanced, proper diet. Be happy, give happiness to others without in return for asking happiness from others. Seek happiness within. Think correct, think right, develop your brain to think right, and I think our work is done. These were my views on re-strengthening of the human mind. Think about it. There may be many other ways, but I think with this I end my topic. I thank you one and all for this patient listening, and happy days ahead. Thank you.